Most days doing this for I don't know how many times, but I'm sure this time he'll succeed. We wish you lots of success. Dear Robert.
I wish you much success.
Congratulations on the constitutional amendment as well.
Thank you. Congratulations on the constitutional amendment.
It's good that we're not alone. It's really good to have a perfectly normal and friendly neighbor, you know? That increases the value of one's own property as well. And now let's talk about the fact that it's no coincidence this bridge has been destroyed twice already, after both the First and Second World Wars. Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't want either war. Neither the Hungarians nor the Slovaks wanted to take part in either world war, yet we were the ones sent to the front. It was our lives that were turned upside down in the name of imperial interests. By rebuilding the bridge, both nations expressed together that they do not want any more wars in Europe that destroy bridges. When I first stood here, Commissioner Verheugen, responsible for enlargement, was also present. And at that time, by standing together, Slovaks, Hungarians, and the representative of the Union, we expressed our desire to join the European Union, which is meant to guarantee the peace of the continent. I suggest that we truly savor these important words. To the European Union, which is meant to guarantee the peace of the continent. However, the world has changed a lot since then. Just like the old empires that once oppressed us, now the European Union has also turned into a war project. In Brussels, they openly and clearly declare that the significant task for the next decade is to decisively defeat Russia on the Eastern Front. In other words, every European person, every European economic actor, and every European nation-state should serve this goal if they belong to the Union. We Hungarians do not want this. Yet despite all of this, they want to force us into it. Dear friends, this is called oppression, but we are not very surprised. We've seen things like this before. For me, this bridge means that we do not want Europe to make this mistake again. Ladies and gentlemen, as the esteemed Prime Minister of Slovakia explicitly mentioned, the political representatives of the Brussels War, a significant and ongoing conflict, are indeed present in every single Central European country, a situation that warrants serious attention and consideration. It's not my place to speak about Slovakia. From here, it's quite easy to see what's happening over there.
And I was honestly thrilled and moved by how good the relationships are today in Slovakia between Slovaks and Hungarians living side by side. Viktor, thank you for having significantly contributed to this as well. Politicians, to whom? Politicians who care about the fate and future of their own country know very well what threats and dangers lie ahead of us. No one should tell us where we can get our oil and gas from, because according to international law, it is a sovereign country that decides on its own energy mix. As the Prime Minister of Hungary, I say that the political and ideological decision to completely cut Europe off from supplies of these fuels from Russia will not only harm Hungary and Slovakia the most, but will significantly damage the entire European Union. And now we have a second very serious topic, and that is illegal migration. Hats off. Before, the Hungarian government helped all of Europe against illegal migration. And instead of Europe and the European Union recognizing the significant contribution of the Hungarian government in the fight against illegal migration, it subjects it to disgusting attacks. And I admire Viktor Orban's courage in how he responds to these attacks. Of course, I have to mention the war conflict in Ukraine. In the European Union, it seems to me that there are only two prime ministers who talk about peace in Ukraine. Slovak-Hungarian, Hungarian-Slovak relations must lead to further support for all peace initiatives. It is evident that the strategy set by the European Union regarding the war in Ukraine is unsuccessful and has failed. Simply put, if we remain sovereign, if we sound the alarm within the European Union, we will fulfill our vital mission as member states of this important international organization.